Alrighty, ladies and gents, welcome back to another video, and well, as you can tell, I'm not as enthusiastic to talk about this specific topic for obvious reasons, because we go over not only real life situations, but people who have actually lost their lives. So before we continue, I just want to say rest in peace to all parties involved and everyone injured. I wish you all a speedy recovery. Now, I know a lot of you that clicked this video, have some knowledge on this specific topic we're talking about today, and some of you may not, so let me explain for those of you who may not necessarily be in the loop. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have heard of or definitely know the name Travis Scott, because he's known for his McDonald's meal, his music career, his Fortnite endeavors. He's huge on Fortnite now. And well, to call this man a superstar is an understatement. This man is one of the biggest artists of our generation, and well, I gotta say, before this whole entire situation, I was a fan. I can't even lie. Now, you may be saying, alright, Pointless, of course I know who Travis Scott is, but what exactly is going on to the point where you're making this video with the title it has? And let me elaborate. Travis Scott has this festival every single year or concert that is called Astroworld, named after his album that he ended up dropping a few years back that, let's just say, was one of the biggest that he's ever released. And well, long story short, this festival is it's huge, alright? It gets, I kid you not, tens of thousands of attendees every single year it is held. And well, I do know one or two people who have, traveled to Houston to go to these concerts that Travis Scott ends up hosting every once in a while. I guess you say like every year I think he hosts them. I'm not quite educated on when. But let's just say, like I said, this is a huge series from Travis Scott, and well, people are definitely hype about these concerts, or this concert when it is held, this festival. Now, this year, as a matter of fact, a few days ago, Astroworld Day 1 started because the festival ended up launching, and well, it was kind of like a normal festival at first. Everybody on social media was talking about the whole entire festival. People who purchased tickets to get in were very hyped about it, and even people who didn't purchase tickets because, well, they had other plans in mind. And while those people had plans to sneak in, and well, we'll get to that further on in the video as we explain the situation a little bit further. Now, fast forward to the first day of the festival, and this is when, things start to get interesting. A lot of people have now reported that they felt things off on the first day, of the festival. They felt like the energy in the air was not that nice. Keep in mind, this is pre-show. This is before anything is started. No performances have gone down yet. The team that works for Travis Scott, or the people who own the venue, are still building the stage for the performance later that night. But people still just reported feeling something a little off about that specific day. And well, they were right, to say the least. I really don't want to say they were right, but it's just true. It's exactly what happened. Now, let's fast forward to that night, on the first day of the festival, and well, this is when Travis Scott, he decides to, come on stage and start performing, and will make his entrance, or, begin to start the show, which I'll play a little quick clip of. And as you can see, he makes this elaborate entrance. The whole crowd goes wild. I would play the actual audio, but I'm not trying to have YouTube take down this video due to copyright. Now, at first, this show is going as planned. It's going normal, but let's go back to what I originally said about people sneaking into this venue. Now, you may be thinking, oh my god, Pointless, what's the big deal about sneaking into a concert? People do it all the time. People sneak into movie theaters. People sneak into a lot of things. Now, the difference about this and normal people sneaking into things is it's not usually thousands upon thousands of people sneaking into a place that cannot handle the amount of people that are sneaking in. And well, with this specific Astroworld festival, 50,000 plus people, I believe it's probably like 60,000 or 70,000 now from confirmed numbers, snuck in. Not saying all of the 50,000 or 70,000 people that were in attendance snuck in, but thousands did. And as you can see from this footage, yeah, it's a lot of people. They're breaking over a literal fence that, keep in mind, was made to keep out people sneaking in, because Travis Scott ended up actually encouraging his fans to sneak into this show, but we'll get into him, encouraging his fans to do things later on. Now, moving on from that, let's continue with the actual show itself. Now, like I said, the show went fine at first. The first few minutes of the show were actually pretty entertaining from a lot of people, standpoint. They said it was pretty good. It was a normal Travis Scott concert until things took a very, very, very dark turn. I don't mean that sarcastically at all. It took a very dark, dangerous, and twisted turn because a problem started to arise in this concert that should have been a warning sign already when people started to sneak in, but somehow snuck past not only the bookers of this venue, but Travis Scott. And this is the fact that there is thousands of more people anticipated, and it's way too many people congested with each other, crushing each other, which we'll get into. Now, there's a specific term I want to use to be actually, accurate with what I'm saying here, and it is called crowd crush, or, a specific situation in which there's too many people and they end up crushing each other. And while that ended up happening here at this Astroworld festival, this concert for the first night, there is way too many people in attendance. The 50,000 or 70,000 people in attendance was not anticipated at all. So they quite literally all slowly pushed each other together, which made them pretty much impossible to breathe. It made it impossible to breathe. They stood no chance at getting a breath of fresh air or any sort of chance to continue to, actually be conscious. So people started to slowly go in and out of consciousness and actually go unconscious. It got to that point, and it even got so bad to the point where some people started to get trampled over, and some people died or passed away, or due to this crowd crush. It's really disturbing to talk about. Now you may be saying, wow, that is extremely unfortunate, but how exactly does something like this end up happening, and did anybody intervene to try to stop this entire situation? And well, I have two simple answers for you: no and no. First of all, people did not try to stop the overcrowding. They literally put up one little fragile gate to try to stop people from sneaking in, and that obviously failed. After that, the security did pretty much nothing to stop people from sneaking in, and that's already one problem. And well, secondly, no, the promoters of this show, the people who, run the show really, and Travis Scott, the main performer here, it's his festival after all, did absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, to stop this entire situation from getting to the point where it did. And as a matter of fact, before we continue, I have a clip of Travis Scott looking at an unconscious person after literally not being able to breathe for the matter of minutes, and just singing at them and not stopping the show at all. Just want to put this warning out there: this person is alive and well. They aren't a part of the deceased at all, but luckily, let's just say they are still alive from the word I've been receiving from, saying tweets on Twitter. So no, this isn't a deceased body, this is just an unconscious body, but just due to that, I'm still going to make sure it doesn't get shown. I don't want to scar any of you guys, but you're gonna get the idea. Let me just play the clip. Now, as you can see, he's obviously aware of the situation that's going on, and, well, guess what? He still let the show go on. There was no stoppage at all. It just continued until the police physically stopped Travis Scott from being able to perform. They said shut it down, or, of course, they would end up shutting it down themselves, or either arresting the people not shutting it down. So, of course, Travis Scott agreed, but, to the cost of confirmed losing 8 people, to this entire event. 8 lives have been lost, and, over hundreds have been, let's just say injured due to this ordeal, due to this situation, and, well, it just, honestly, it's so unfortunate, and it's disgusting that it was handled this way, dude. It really is. Especially being that 2 of the victims were teenagers, and one of them was actually 10 years old. Yeah, 10. And they passed at a Travis Scott concert, dude. I don't understand. Concerts are really meant to go and enjoy, just yourself in general, enjoy a time with friends, family. It doesn't matter who you're going with. It's usually an experience that you never forget. And sadly, for tons of people, it was their last experience, and some people was close to their last. It's just extremely unfortunate, and the way that it went down should honestly have all been avoided, but it's too late to go back on it now, and my condolences go out to the families affected in any way, shape, or form. Now, before we, end off this video or go anywhere else, there is something I do want to cover as well about this situation that that people have been really talking about recently. Now, I have a disclaimer. No, I do not believe in any of these conspiracies. I'm not taking sides on them. I'm not going to give my opinion on any of them. I'm just reporting what's going on here, giving you guys an idea of why exactly this situation is happening. Now, there's been a lot of, speculation or conspiracies that, Travis Scott didn't just do this on accident, or this wasn't just some, I wasn't paying close enough attention situation. A lot of people are saying this was deliberately planned by Travis Scott, and, these people ended up passing away, and this was all a part of his plan, or a sacrifice in so many words. Now, from religious people and, people who have all sort of beliefs, there's been a theory that Travis Scott's entire Astroworld was themed after the devil and, the dark side and stuff like that, and it's really crazy. I saw one TikTok theorizing that, Travis Scott has this, open mouth thing at Astroworld festivals, and it's his head with an open mouth, and you walk through that to enter the festival, and, people were speculating that that has connection to the devil, and it's crazy. It's really insane. No, I am not saying I believe in any of this. I'm just reporting it. If you guys want to endeavor into that side of the internet or those theories, go ahead and search it up on TikTok. You can find it. I'm pretty sure the hashtag Travis Scott will lead you to a lot of things to do with the situation that you may not want to see. So disclaimer, all of the content being talked about here and used is very disturbing, and it may not be something you want to, necessarily view, so be careful when searching for the specific stuff I've talked about or that people talk about in general. It can get really crazy. Now, before I leave you guys, there is also one more thing I want to talk about, and it is Travis Scott's recent apology, because he released an apology about the whole situation. If you can even call it that, because it looked more so like your mom waking you up at 6 a.m. to get out of the bed, and you really don't want to do something, so you're sitting there with the angriest look on your face, kind of like every school morning, more so than a genuine I'm so sorry for the events that transpired at my concert type of thing. And well, I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of that, so keep in mind this may be sensitive to some of you out there. His reaction may make you feel very annoyed or angry due to the fact that he doesn't seem like he's interested, so just warning you there, but let's watch this.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. My fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need, I could just never imagine the severity of the situation.
Now, I'm not going to play the full thing in this video, but if you want to go out there and find it yourself, you could just search up Travis Scott apology and find it pretty easily. But, yeah, that's it, and it doesn't look genuine at all. I do want people who may be biased towards this situation and who may really be hardcore fans of Travis Scott to keep in mind, I listen to hip-hop quite a lot, and, I am a huge fan of Travis Scott. I really like his music. I'm a huge fan of Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight. I'm a huge fan of Astroworld. I'm a huge fan of Jack Boys, Rodeo, all of his mixtapes, albums, a lot of his OG songs, a lot of all of that. Dude is a very good creative artist. Like, he's very good with his art and stuff like that, but you just can't let that art blind you from when people make a very obvious, bad, terrible decisions. Well, this entire situation was one of those, and I just wanted to put that out there. Yeah, although I really enjoy Travis Scott's music, don't try to defend him in this situation. The dude cannot be defended. He really messed up, if you can even say messed up. That's all I really have to say on this situation. I hope you guys understood the message I was trying to convey with this video. I'm not on either side. Well, nah, I am obviously on the victim side, because there is no defending Travis. But yeah, I just hope you guys, got some information out of this video. Please don't go to places like this unaware of the dangers that it holds, because stuff like this can happen anytime. You can go somewhere and never come back, so beware of where you're going. Beware of the situation you're putting yourself into, guys. Please be safe out there. I know you guys love living. We all love living, so live correctly, live safely, live smart. And yeah, I love you all, and I'm gonna sign out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and yeah, I'm out. Peace.